How to debug Python NumPy array broadcasting issues. Have you ever run into a problem while working with Python and NumPy, especially when it comes to array broadcasting? It can be frustrating, but understanding how to debug these issues can make your coding experience much smoother. Let's break it down step by step. First, it's essential to grasp the basic rules of broadcasting in NumPy. Broadcasting allows you to perform operations on arrays of different shapes by stretching the dimensions of size 1 to match the other array's dimensions. This means you can add, subtract, or perform other operations without reshaping the arrays manually. To start debugging, compare the shapes of the two arrays involved in the operation. You can easily check the shape of an array by using the shape attribute. This will give you a tuple that shows the size of each dimension. Next, align the shapes from the rightmost dimension. The dimensions are compatible if they are equal or if one of them is 1. If the arrays have different numbers of dimensions, the smaller array is padded with ones on the left. If you encounter a broadcasting error, it usually means that one of the dimension pairs does not meet these compatibility rules. In such cases, NumPy will raise a value error indicating incompatible shapes. When debugging, print the shapes of both arrays right before the operation that causes the error. This will help you see what is going wrong. If you find that one dimension is 1 in one array but larger in the other, broadcasting should work. If it fails, then there might be a misunderstanding about how you intended to combine the arrays. If you need to adjust the dimensions, you can use the reshape method to change the shape of an array or the expanddims method to add a new dimension. For example, if you have a one-dimensional array with a shape of 3 and you want to add it to a two-dimensional array with a shape of 2 by 3, this will work because the one-dimensional array can be broadcast along the first dimension. If you receive a value error stating that operands could not be broadcast together, identify which dimension or dimensions are causing the incompatibility. This will guide you in making the necessary adjustments. Another practical tip is to use small test arrays to isolate the problem. This can help you visualize how the shapes align and what NumPy expects. Remember, broadcasting does not create copies of data. It virtually expands dimensions with size 1. If you are working with higher dimensional arrays, make sure to check each dimension from right to left. Understanding these broadcasting rules will help you avoid and fix errors, allowing you to perform efficient operations without needing explicit loops. By following these steps, you can effectively debug any broadcasting issues you encounter in your Python programming journey with NumPy.